Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is the Captain speaking here on Capnclydes MTG. A lot of news has jumped off this Monday. Not only are we starting Ixalan early, but we also have news of Marvel with Magic. So before we get started, don't forget, like, comment down below. It helps keep the channel sponsor free. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to talk to you guys about meal prep and other shit that I have no business even talking to normal people about, because God knows my diet ain't for shit. But anyway. Check us out here, like us here, check us out on Rumble, TCG, eBay links, Patreon, all in the description, all the different ways to support the store. But the best way is just like on Rumble or subscribe here. You can do it for free, and I appreciate it. So, without further ado, let's cover the news so far on this hot topic Monday. So, if anybody was actually not doing something on Sunday, which probably most of us wasn't, I know I wasn't, Sunday night, evening, whatever. I'm on Pacific time. It's always night for me, it seems like. They announced that Magic the Gathering and Marvel will be teaming up to put out a Universes Beyond collaboration. So that's kind of sweet, especially if you're a Marvel fan. So what does this mean? That means all your sweet Marvel characters will probably be coming to Magic the Gathering some way, shape, or form in Universes Beyond. It talks about here superheroes, villains, and more through amazing tabletop gameplay. Also, I don't remember which article it was. I looked for a lot of articles to try to find something of relevance. Didn't get a whole lot. The one thing I did see was they expect a expanded Universes Beyond. So what that could mean is there could be a Universes Beyond block of Marvel. So what's next after that? DC, Image? That'd be kind of cool, not gonna lie. So yeah, that's on the horizon, so get ready for that, along with all kinds of other cool stuff like Final Fantasy and God knows what else. So, with that said, let's move on to Ixalan. I'm not going to lambaste you guys on the whole Marvel thing. Everybody's making 10-minute videos on it for views. It's Marvel until we know something else. They're collaborating. Let's move on with real topics. Let's talk about Ixalan. Lots of reviews are coming out today, and spoilers, leaks, what have you. But some I thought were interesting that's not going to be covered in the main set is, for example, this special guest card. So we have Bridge from Below as a special guest. Special guest cards are going to be cards that are going to be in the set that will appear at a low rarity and are only legal in the format that it's legal in. Kind of like an extra list slot or something. So they've reviewed 5 of those cards already, one being Bridge from Below, and then the other ones are these 4. Notice the set symbol here: Calamax, the Stormwise. This is an old dinosaur card, I guess. Whenever you cast your first instant spell each turn, if he's tapped, you get to copy this spell, choose new targets. Whenever you copy a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on him. Pretty sweet. Underworld Breach gets a reprint. Ain't seen that in a while. Thrasios, Triton Hero's back. Blue and green for a 1/3. 4, scry 1. Reveal top card of your library. If it's a land, put it in the battlefield. Otherwise, draw a card. Has partner. Star Compass. This is interesting. Not the best of mana rocks, but a mana rock nonetheless. 2 mana comes into play. Tap can only produce color of lands you control. Can be a hindrance. So if you want to get your rocks off or on, this will probably be good for your commander deck, but to be fair, with all the rocks currently in the format, you got to be reaching deep, I think, if you want to be using one of these. So, but whatever. So those are the special guest cards that will randomly show up in packs at a rarity they have not disclosed yet. But it's probably going to be similar to that of the list, I would guess. And I'm sure it's going to be more than 5. These are only the 5 that they've shown. If these are the only 5, it's really disappointing, so I'm sure there'll be more. Now, also with that being said, other things announced today: Secret Lair Dinosaurs, or should I say Jurassic Park. That's right. They're going to do a Secret Lair Jurassic Park. Here are the cards. Life Finds a Way, green and 2 enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, you get to populate. For those of you who don't know, populate, you make a token that is a copy of a creature token you control. So only really works if you have a lot of tokens. And you start casting non-tokens, so it's kind of combo, non-combo. It's weird. Anyway, We have two beautiful arts of Command Tower, which, not gonna lie, pretty sweet. I like them both. I like the nostalgia of this when the park opens, and of this after the dinosaurs take over. Uh, I can't pick a winner. I like them both. Next, we have the Ravenous Tyrannosaurus Rex. Green, red, and 4 for a 6/6 Devour 3. When it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. If you do, it gets it gets 3 times the number of +1/+1 counters on it. So if you sacrifice 1 creature, it's +3/+3 counters, becomes a 9/9. If you sacrifice 2, +6/+6, so forth and so on. When it attacks, it deals damage equal to its power to up to one other target creature. Excess damage dealt that creature's controller instead. Sweet Lord in the heavens. If you lay this on turn 6 and devour 2 creatures and swing on somebody, game's over. Next we have Ellie and Alan, paleontologists. Blue, white, green, and 2. Human scientists. They're 2/5s. You get to tap, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Discover X, where X is the mana value of the exile card. Activate only as a sorcery. Now, Discover is you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with mana value, with that mana value or less. Cast it without paying its mana cost, or put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. So this is basically every turn tap to Cascade at the cost of exiling a card in your graveyard. Still insanely good. And in Cascade colors. Just saying. This is going to be a very powerful card, be good in Commander, and a lot of people are going to like it. The next all-star we have here is the Dino DNA. 1 colorless artifact. It has imprint 1. So for 1, you tap it, exile target creature card from your graveyard, activate only as a sorcery. But then for 6 and not tapping, so many times as you have 6 mana, you can create a token that's a copy of target creature card exiled with Dino DNA, except it is a 6/6 green dinosaur creature with trample. So you get all the abilities of the card, plus it's a 6/6 green dinosaur creature with trample. This is going to get out of hand real quick. This is way better than Urza's Incubator. Holy cow. Yeah, and I got to admit, love the picture. Love the picture. So, next we have, oh boy, this is going to be a word. Indoor Raptor, the perfect hybrid. So this red and then hybrid black or green and 1, so for 3 mana total, you get a 3/1. It has Bloodthirst X when it enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the amount of damage dealt to your opponent this turn. So this could be very large. It has Menace, or Menace as we like to call it in the human world. It also has Enrage. Whenever it is dealt damage, you choose an opponent at random, and it deals damage equal to its power to that player unless they sacrifice a non-token creature. Not the best thing in the world. Can be a commander. Does give you an option at 3-color commander. And can be good. This card's got some possibilities and probably will be good in most dinosaur decks. I mean, it's good. It's good enough, I think, as a rare. So next we have Dr. Ian Malcolm, one of my favorite characters. White, green, red, and 1. And this is the only one, it looks like, that is an actual card already in a set, which is Alta, Podmine, Nest Tender. So this is technically a reprint with new art. 2 colorless attack, create an 0/1 green egg creature token with Defender. Whenever an egg you control dies, reveal cards top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card on the battlefield. The rest of the bottom in random order. It's a 2/3. So this is just new art for an old card. That kind of makes me unhappy, because if anybody I thought deserved a card, I think it's Ian. So shame on you, Wizards. You have let me down again. And that says a lot, because my standards are real fucking low. Jesus Christ. Can I say fucking? Are we far enough into the video? Whoop, get demonetized again. Anyway, moving on. Try harder next time. So, with that, we have a secret lair. We also have a good swath of commander cards getting released. The ones that we already know about, we have Expedition Map reprint, Chalice of the Void reprint, very interesting looking chalice. Amulet of Vigor reprint. I like the art on this one, kind of cool. And Arcane Signet reprint again. Can we just beat this card into the dirt and just make it a common by now? I mean, it says uncommon, but can we please just stop printing this thing in every set for the love of God? It's already a dime. Let people go out and buy it for a dime and put a better card in the set anyway. Probably not going to happen, and I'm probably wrong, but whatever. So, next, moving on, we have Pantlaza Sun Favored, a white, green, red, and 2 commander. Whenever it or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may discover X, where X is the creature's toughness. Do this only once each turn. So again, cascade on a stick for every time you play a dinosaur. Sweet Jesus. This is going to be a powerful commander deck. And this is going to be a powerful card. People are going to want this. If you guys don't remember, discovers what we just talked about with the Secret Lair, where you exile cards from top of your library, basically cascade, for the creature's toughness. Oof, and dinosaurs are some fat booty mamas. Anyway, Hakuba of the Surgeon Soul, blue-green at 2 for a 3/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, each merfolk creature you control explores. Good God. So yeah, if you're playing a bunch of merfolk and you got this bad boy on the floor, so you got 3 merfolk, you get to explore 3 times, 1 for each of them, which means you reveal a top card of your library. If it's a land, it goes to your hand. Otherwise, you put a +1/+1 counter. So either you're going to guarantee a land drop by putting 1 into your hand, or shit's going to get big quick. Whenever Hakuba the Surgeon sees attacks, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield if you don't draw a card. Oh, and it comes with a bonus. Good Lord, this is going to be fat. Because don't forget, it says each merfolk creature. This guy is a merfolk. So then we have Calvinio. God, I probably butchered that to high heaven. First of the Blessed, black, white, and 1 for a 2/2 commander. Whenever you attack, target attacking vampire that isn't a demon becomes a demon in addition to its other types. It gains when this creature dies, draw a card, and create a tapped 4/3 white and black vampire demon creature token with flying. Wow. This turns that 1/1 vampire deck into something nasty quick. And that's probably what this commander is going to be all about. Next we have Admiral Brass is back. She's unsinkable. Red, black, blue, and 2. I think it's a she. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. 3/3 human pirate. When Admiral Brass unsinkable enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. We got graveyard. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may return target pirate creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. It has base power and toughness 4/4. It gains haste until end of turn. If a creature with a finality counter on it would die, exile it instead. So, kind of like back in Amonkhet when you used to make zombies, except the card got exiled when you made the zombie and made a copy of it. Same thing, except the creature comes out, gets a finality counter. So it's the exact same thing it was, but it's 4/4. And when it dies, it's gone. So, sweet graveyard card. Finally, an Admiral back at breast. Boy, this card's name. I like everything about this card. Not only the art, the picture, the name, the pirate theme, the dress. I thought Admiral back at Admiral Brass was really cool. And piratey flair all around. So it's really cool to see the card come back in a different way with the same kind of pizzazz as it did before. I like it. Maybe you don't. I do. And that's just fine. So, with that said, that's your brief update so far. Stay tuned to later as I go over all the cards in the actual set that's going to be spoiled today. We go over those, what they're like, what kind of possibilities they are, and are any of them going to be good enough for standard, modern, or just play in general? So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Until next time, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you across from the game table. Later, player. Man, I got to learn to untie my tongue. Some of these names, I'll tell you what.